Greetings, my Israelite brothers and sisters, heirs, joint heirs, adopted, grafted. Just thought I'd drop you all a line. Um, I have been under the weather for the past 4 days, coming back from High Point. The flu was going around there. I came back with the flu. Well, as soon as I got back, I got the flu. Um, so, but, and I know I've been, not been, I haven't been able to, I want to get the sun out of your all's way. I haven't been able to come on and do any live cams, but there's some hot issues out there I want to touch on. And I came outside because I was feeling better and I wanted to disinfect my car because, you know, when you're driving, you're coughing. And a couple of days leading into catching the flu, I was doing that. So I'm disinfecting my car. But I wanted to leave this with you. There's some hot issues brewing. How you doing, Biblical T? There's some hot issues brewing, and I want you to look at it. Two things. Um, so thank goodness we're not going through another government shutdown. Um, you do see the Republicans and the Democrats going at it, fighting, and all of this stuff. But I'm going to tell you what I paid close attention to. I paid close attention to Russia and China. What's happening with Russia and China? How you doing, Miss B? Um, yes, something was up. Something was up. And thank you for praying this morning. I really appreciate that. Probably that's what's got me up right now. Um, Russia and China. If you listen to what the president said this afternoon, he made mention that Russia and China um, are doing well. This is prophecy. Russia and China must become strategic players because they are the army that Revelations talks about. Okay, that's who the army is. That's who the army that crosses over the Euphrates River that goes in and will eventually uh, pledge attack on Jerusalem. So when you look at this and you see what's happening, you can understand it. Once you understand prophecy, you'll sit back and you'll say, wow, America is the world power. But then when you see moves like this and prophecy getting close and closer and things start to unfold, pieces of the puzzle start to move so that certain doors can open, you see right away what's happening. And so that's one thing I want to lay on you. The other thing is, I want you to look at this new move by something called the ecumenical movement. The ecumenical movement. A lot of mainstream pastors are jumping onto it. America has been known as a Protestant Christian movement, but basically the barriers are coming down to the ecumenical movement lowers the walls that have separated religions. So therefore, everybody's looking back at Rome to be the leader again and to give doorway and leadway for Rome to lead the religion again. So it just goes on to show you that there's only been four beasts that were raised from the earth, and that was Babylon, the Medes and the Persians, the Greeks, and Rome. That's it. And so some people say, well, Rome is not they're not in control, they're not in power. Religion is a power. Religion is a power, and people's beliefs is a power. If you read Daniel, it says that the fourth kingdom would not rule by the power of hands. So how else do you lead here? And that's through religion. And so what's happening is um, through the ecumenical movement, You have all of the religions, the Christian faiths are basically saying, let's take down the walls. There was a division from Rome, so let's join back to Rome. Rome is leading this movement. There's been several meetings. You could, yes, there's been some Muslim leaders that have signed this agreement. A lot of your mainstream pastors here in the United States has supported the movement. So basically, when you look at that, they will be looking for leadership that will come from only one place. Whenever you let the walls down, they will go with the movement and the leadership that's in place. So that's what's going to happen with this ecumenical movement. So therefore, everybody, as it says in Daniel, everybody will be looking to that one abomination of the desolation that stands in the holy place and will rule the entire world. So prophecy is unfolding. It's a great time if you're living according to the will of the Most High. It's a very good time. It's a very good time, and ever like never before. How you doing, Rick? How you doing, Levant, Santiago? How you doing, Biblical T, Kelly, Miss B, all of you all that are tuned in. Um, so it's a great time. So now, like never before, we must preach that the gospel of the kingdom of heaven is at hand. The gospel of the kingdom of heaven is at hand. That's the gospel we should be teaching. And the Most High is going to set up his kingdom right here on earth. When you look at the chaoses that's going on across the world, um, these things have always happened. So we've always dealt with wars and rumors of wars. This is different. You got power moves taking place that is switching the world power. Look at what's happening in Syria. Look at the talks with Russia, Turkey, all of those areas. As the United States are pulling out, they're coming up with their plan because America is pulling their troops out. Why is America pulling their troops out? Because there's a campaign on this agenda that says, make America great again. I'm not attacking the campaign. I'm not attacking government. I'm just letting you know that in order to bring emphasis back home, you got to bring resources back home. And when you bring resources back home, what happens is that you start to lose your footing, you start to lose your position in world power. And you got two countries that are working extremely together who are very significant in prophecy, and that's Russia and China, who are putting their footprints wherever America is retracting. They are adding. So this is what's happening here. So a lot of things is happening. You have to look at this and and understand what's happening. Alpha Teacher says we have to look at abortion too. Sacrificing babies goes back to the Old Testament. Yeah, it's sad when you see the fact that a baby could be 9 months coming out and it can be aborted. Um, we have gone to a way low in our society. From being um, a constitutional Christian nation on Christian principles. And when I say that, I'm saying biblical principles. Um, so when you have these principles and now laws are passed and those principles are being dwindled away and washed away with the ink of a pen and by a vote of a ballot, it is substantiating what is happening on the front today. So, um, but again, Romish Christianity is taking a strong stance. Through this ecumenical movement, it has gotten mainstream pastors here in the United States on board. They've already had meetings. They're signing documents to take away barriers and divisions, at which time Rome will be the leading Romish Christendom government. And most of that direction will come from Rome. Um, so people don't see it. People say, well, how is it coming from Rome? How is it's coming from Rome because through Emperor Constantine, he has incorporated paganism with Christianity, biblical Christianity. So you have Christmas with the Christmas tree. You have Easter with the bunny rabbit. Those are pagan items that have been incorporated. And all of religions that do this, you have put yourself under the Romish paganist Christianity. So get deeper into the Word. I'm telling you, get deep, 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 deep into the Word of the Most High God. Yes, Ricky says, yes, we are watching in real time. Real time. This is real time, people. The Bible's unfolding. You can just read the scriptures and it can unfold. One of the things, and like this, you all know me. A lot of you all know me. I'm not a scare tactic. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm a biblical theorist. I can show you things and in the scriptures and it's coming to pass. It's just that simple. I mean, if you are waiting for the kingdom of the Most High, this don't bother you. You're happy. You're glad. I am. I'm glad. When I look at it, I'm saying, wow, he is soon to come. So this is a great time. This is a great time for all of the people of God because he lets us know when he's going to come. Matthew the 24th chapter, they ask, Master, when should these things be? And when shall be the signs of the end of your coming? And when are you going to come again? And he told you all in Matthew the 24th chapter. And right now, it's there. He initially said there's going to be wars and rumors of wars. This is just the beginning. So we have been living where there's been this going on. Some people, there's going to be scoffers, and they're going to be saying, man, we've been talking about this for a long time. How long? They've been saying the Messiah is coming since back I was in third grade. He hasn't come yet. The scriptures talks about scoffers that's going to be on the earth saying that. But if any of you all have watched my lesson on the plan to salvation, you will understand that the Most High's plan was to give mankind 6 days before he returns. 6 days. And we are in that 6,000 year right now. It's like the sun is going down on the Sabbath right now. Like today is Friday. And right now, I think it's about 1:30, 12:30. Think about it. Let's say the sun goes down at 6 o'clock. It's 10 minutes till 6, maybe 5 minutes till 6. That's how close we are to the seventh day starting with the 1,000-year reign of the Most High God right here on this earth. Because this is where he's going to reign, right here. So this is how fast things are unfolding. There used to be songs that the old spirituals used to sing, it's getting late in the evening. It's late in the evening. So you should have your preparation done. Your candles ought to be lit. You ought to have oil in your lamp, and you ought to be ready because the Most High is soon to return. So tonight, I think it's good that we're going to have Bible study. And I did a lesson in High Point, the plan to salvation. But I also I added a new part onto that was dealing with the counting of time, the understanding of God's time. So tonight we're going to take that, the understanding of God's time. so that you can understand prophecy. So tonight, that's what we're going to be talking about, understanding God's time, so that you can um, clearly understand prophecy. As you see things unfolding today, you'll see that we're in the sixth day, we're in the last hour of the day, we at the brink of dawn before that sun goes down. And so I wanted to share this with you all. I'm so excited that I'm feeling better, number one. I'm also so excited that coming out of the High Point Conference, we had a great time there. Um, and so it was just good. Tia says we will see that this all happened before we are living, okay, living it again. Yeah, Ecclesiastes 3:15 says that what has been, what has been has already will happen, and what will happen has already been. That's going to be our key scripture tonight, Ecclesiastes 3:15, so you can understand. Because you have to understand certain events that happen in the Bible are a precursor of what's going to happen today. And once you understand that, you will see and you will say, wow, we are close. This is the time that you use the utmost wisdom to try to teach family members the truth. Get them away from Christmas, get them away from Easter, get them away from idolatry, get them away from the things that are contrary to the Most High God, get them to the commandments, get them to the dietary law, get them to the feast days. This year, we're going to make sure that everybody understands how to keep the feast days. We're going to understand, we're going to make you understand this year the significance of keeping feast days. Tabernacles, I talked to a couple of people, and, they talked about the excitement of tabernacles, of camping out and everybody getting together and singing songs. You better rest assured, tabernacles has a bigger significance than a bunch of Hebrews getting together and camping outside. In those camps, if that's how you choose to observe tabernacles, if that's how you choose to observe it, at best, I hope that you're getting a lesson on what does tabernacles mean. That this body is a temporary dwelling place, that we are to take on spirit on the eighth day. I'll get the tabernacles in due time. I'm going to get to all the feast days of due time. And I hope we got Feast of Unleavened Bread coming up. I hope that we're not just keeping the Feast of Unleavened Bread and taking leaven out of our house and going 7 days and, well, I can't eat bread. I can't eat bread for 7 days. I hope that somewhere in the course of all of that, we're being taught why. Why 7 days? Why unleavened bread? Why does the Passover come before unleavened bread? These are things that are significant that we as Israel have to know. We are the apple of God's eye. We need to know this. We really need to know this. So tonight we're going to have a good, Ricky says, nothing new under the sun. Tonight we're going to have a good Bible study. Tia says, all we have to do is follow what happened after the children of Israel sacrificed their children to see what happens, what may happen next. That's true, because they did it, got in trouble about it. Through this abortion law that just passed, is just showing us that what we're doing, we must understand why we do these things. So tonight we're going to be going, hitting the scriptures, hitting the books, understanding God's time. The importance of understanding God's time. Where are we? Where are we with time? Where are we in the scheme of all of this? What point are we at right now? Where are we? And that's what people want to know. Where are we right now? And Bible prophecy, we're going to be talking about where we are right now today. And I'm going to show you where we are right now today. So that's what the lesson is going to be at tonight. Um, it's not going to be a short lesson. Let me just tell you that right now. Short lessons, we're going to have to start getting away from that. But expect to carve out an hour and a half, if not 2 hours. Okay? Because I need to take you to the beginning of time to show you where we are, and I need to show you where we are today. Okay? So that's why this is important. I'm going to show you exactly where we are in biblical time right now today. So therefore, when you cut on the news, you cut on CNN, you can see what's happening. Okay? So this is going to be an exciting lesson tonight. I'm excited about it. You know, let me just say this. I'm watching the hypocrisy of the news media. I'm just watching the hypocrisy of the news media. I don't know which one is fake news, CNN or Fox. Just consider them all fake. Um, you know, the best thing you could do is watch them, laugh, get some popcorn, because that's what I do sometimes. Bible study tonight is going to be, um, I like to get started around 8:15, around 8:15 tonight. So if you want to be a part of the Bible study, you need to send me an email at bethelhouseofgod@gmail.com. Um, if you want to be a part of the panel. Other than that, if you don't want to be a part of the panel, um, you can listen live on YouTube, and we can also um, chat with you live on the chat room on YouTube. So it's up to you, however you want to do that. I'm going to be putting this lesson and sending it out um, around sometimes before that. You can have the lesson. I'm going to go over the lesson. So if you get the lesson tonight, at least you have the lesson to go back and listen to on your own time and go through the slides that I'm going to send you. So you'll be able to do that. Okay. So I'm going to go spend some time with the family, but at the same time, I'm going to get you the lesson. But if you get it late, I will be having the same presentation tonight, but you'll be able to follow it in the days after this, because these lessons are always posted live. Okay, so you'll be able to do that. But we need to know where we are. We need to know where we are in time. Now, let me say this. Something's good is coming to this platform. I'm going to need your help on it. I'm going to need your help. What I need you all to do is go to patreon.com. That's patreon.com. Look for me, Pastor Johnson, all one word. I need I need you to make a monthly commitment, whatever the Almighty puts on your heart, a monthly commitment. What I want to do is we're going to have a call-in show, a call-in Bible study show. Um, Whenever we do interviews, we have a lot of interviews that are going to be lined up with people like Benaiah Israel. There's a brother out of Africa that's here that is from the Igbo tribe. He's a doctor. He's over in Las Vegas, Nevada right now. Brother Awete, I think that his name is. We got something scheduled with him, and we want to be able to have you all call in to ask questions with all of our panelists. I do plan to have other teachers from that are here on YouTube that are doing a very good job, that are teaching the truth. I'm going to have them on the show. You'll be able to call in and have dialogue as well. So help me do that. Go to patreon.com. That's Patreon. Yes, Brother Adwetke. Yes, that's who that is. I've spoke with him. We're going to be doing something live, um, but I want to have a platform set up where we can call in. So, on this platform, we're going to be using our existing platform, but we're going to be extending the platform to have a 800 number that you all will actually be able to call and talk live as we are streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube. So please, if you have not done that, help us spread this truth. We're in the last days. We're in the last times. Help us spread the truth. So please go there and make a monthly commitment. When you make a monthly commitment, it's going to ask you for your debit card or your credit card, and it's going to take it out each month automatically. So do something that you are minimally comfortable with and that it is comfortable for you. Okay? Some people do $2 a month, some people do $10 a month. It doesn't hurt them. Some people say, wow, let me just do $2.50 a week. $2.50 a week, that's a can of soda and a Snickers bar. That's what that is. So help us spread this platform and continue to do what we're doing through this platform. So I appreciate it. Thank you all so much. Thank you for making this possible and what we do. So peace to all of you all. I will see you tonight again. If you want to get the lesson, you don't have to be on the platform. The platform just allows you to be there, and you can be there video and audio. We'll see you in one of the little square pictures. You don't have to do that, but if you want, just say, send me the lesson tonight. Send me tonight's lesson. I will send it to you. Just send me an email at bethelhouseofgod@gmail.com. That's BETHEL, House of God, all one word, bethelhouseofgod@gmail.com. Ricky says, Biblical T, this scripture is for those elites. Galatians 6 and 7. Be not deceived. God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he reap. Brother Santiago, glad to see you tuning in, my brother. I hope to see you at service tomorrow. I have not seen you in a long, long time. But we spoke a couple weeks ago on the channel, in the chat room. I know we spoke today, but you told me a couple weeks ago you'll be at service, so a couple weeks is tomorrow, so I'll see you tomorrow. I hope that you'll be there. Faith and Hope, how are you doing, Faith and Hope? So glad that you're here with us. Faith and Hope, we're going to be at our Bible study tonight at 8:15. If you want a copy of tonight's lesson, I will send it to you. Just send me an email at bethelhouseofgod@gmail.com. Tonight's lesson is going to be showing you biblical evidence and a timeline of where we are right now today in biblical prophecy. Where are we? That's everybody want to know that. Where are we right now? Where are we right now? So that's where we're going to show you. Okay? So peace. Thank all of you all for your support. I really kindly appreciate it. Again, go to patreon.com, Pastor Johnson, all one word, and help us continue to make this platform what it is. And again, your contribution will help us as we gear up to have 1-800 call-ins during our live sessions. Ricky says, yes, sent it. Okay, Faith, thank you very much. I will send you that lesson. Peace to all of you all. Happy Sabbath coming in. Oh, don't forget tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Tune in for the Sabbath lesson tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Tune in for that as well.